Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Alfa Sabila with NPM H1A020089. I will be presenting a medical journal with title Clinical and Imaging Profile of Pulmonary Embolism, a Single Institution Experience. The first is introduction. Pulmonary embolism or PE is a common life-threatening condition with non-specific clinical presentation. The diagnosis of PE depends highly on imaging studies, which may also provide prognostic information. Pulmonary embolism or PE is a form of thromboembolic disease that is potentially life-threatening. The global burden of PE has not been estimated. However, it accounts for 100,000 deaths in the USA annually. Despite being a common condition, PE can pose a diagnostic challenge because of its variable presentation. Delaying or missing the diagnostic might result in significant morbidity and mortality. Although the clinical features and risk factors of PE have been widely studied, a detailed evaluation of the geography location of these studies revealed the most were conducted in Europe, North America, and the Far East. Little is known about the characteristics of patients with PE in the Middle East, particularly in Saudi Arabia. It would be of particular interest to explore the risk profile for PE in this uncharted area, considering the relatively higher prevalence of certain hematological disorders that may be associated with a thrombotic tendency. Second is AIM. This study aimed to describe the clinical and imaging profile of patients with PE, emphasizing the differences between central and peripheral PE. Studies sought to describe the clinical and imaging profile of patients with PE who presented at an academic institution in the eastern province of Saudi Arabia. We also aim to investigate whether there is any difference between the profiles of central and peripheral PE. The finding of this study will broaden our current knowledge of PE in Saudi Arabia. The third is method. Study design and setting. After ethics review board approval, we conduct a retrospective study wherein the clinical and imaging profile of PE were investigated. A particular emphasis was placed on the difference between central and peripheral PE. The study was conducted at the King Fahd Hospital of the Imam Abdurrahman bin Faisal University. Study population. The radiology information system was searched to identify all the requests for CTPS scans between May 2016 and December 2019 for both hospitalized patients and those in the emergency department ED. Eligible participants were adult patients who underwent CTPA to rule out PE. Exclusion criteria were as follows: age less than 18 years, pregnancy. Purpose of scan was not to rule out PE. Chronic venous thromboembolism, where more than one CTPA scan had been carried out on the same patient within the same clinical encounter. Only the most recent scan was included, as other scans were assumed to be of suboptimal image quality. Data collection. A structured data collection form was used to collect data from the patient electronic medical record. Data included information related to demographic, as well as clinical and imaging profile of PE. Background demographic information, detail of age, sex, comorbidities, risk factor, and clinical setting were collected. The Carson Comorbidity Index, or CCI, was used to assess comorbidities. The CCI score can range from 0 to 37 and include 17 different components. The assessed risk factors included immobilization, recent surgery or trauma, presence of a previous venous thromboembolic disease, smoking status, obesity, sickle cell disease, use of central venous catheter, exogenous estrogen use, and a previously existing malignancy. Clinical profile of pulmonary embolism. Data on the clinical symptoms and signs at presentation, vital sign, clinical severity, management, and outcome were recorded. The clinical severity of PE was assessed using the Pulmonary Embolism Severity Index, which is the most validated prognostic tool for PE. Imaging profile of pulmonary embolism. Data on the chest radiograph and CTPA scans were obtained. The images were assessed for the presence of filling defect in the pulmonary vasculature and for pleuroparenchymal abnormalities. Definition: hypoxia was defined as an oxygen saturation less than 95% on room air. Tachycardia was defined as a heart rate more than 100 ppm, and hypotension was defined as blood pressure less than 90 per 60 mmHg. Obesity was defined body mass index more than 30 kg per meter quadrat, and immobilization was defined a bed rest more than 3 days. Imaging interpretation. All images were independently interpreted by two consultant radiologists, one of whom had fellowship training in chest imaging. Both radiologists were blinded to all patient information, and any discrepancies in interpretation were resolved by consensus. Statistical analysis. Categorical variables are presented as percentage and frequency distribution. Continuous variable as presented as median and interquartile range or IQR. Continuous data were compared using the independent t-test or Mann-Whitney U-test as appropriate. Categorical variables were compared using the chi-square test or Fisher-Zec test as appropriate. And then result. Patient characteristic. The study involved 103 CTPA scans with PE diagnosis. According to the radiology report, 6 CTPA scans were included because of incomplete data. After reinterpreting the image, 12 CTPA scans were found to not show PE. Of these 12 CTPA scans, 4 were initially reported to show PE, and the remaining 8 were suspicious for PE. Active 5 CTPA scans were therefore deemed valid for further analysis. Localization of the pulmonary embolism. 54 PE cases were deemed central and 31 were peripheral. Involvement of the pulmonary trunk, main pulmonary arteries, and lobar arteries was seen in 10, 30, and 52 cases. Severity of the pulmonary embolism. The median PESI score was 55. The number of cases in PESI risk class 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 were 50, 21, 5, 2, and 7, respectively. 71 cases were those in the low risk group, and 14 cases were in the high risk group. Risk profile for pulmonary embolism. The majority of patients had at least one identified risk factor for PE, with the most common risk factor being obesity, which was present in 32 cases. Clinical presentation. The most frequent presenting symptom of dyspnea, which was seen in 67 of the cases. Chest pain and cough were seen in 31 and 10 cases, respectively. 13 patients experienced unilateral leg swelling or pain. Hemoptysis was the least common symptom seen in only 4 cases, with only 3 patients being asymptomatic. Chest radiography finding. A chest radiograph was performed in 83 patients, and the results of which were normal in 24 cases. The most commonly observed abnormality was an parenchymal infiltrate observed in 32 cases. Pleural effusion, cardiomegaly, and atelectasis were seen in 24, 18, and 11 patients. Pleuroparenchymal CTPA finding. CTPA can show pleuroparenchymal abnormalities in 64 cases. Management option. Of the 85 cases, only 7 did not receive anticoagulant therapy to manage the PE. The reason for not treating this patient with anticoagulant therapy were unclear in all except of patients who had a history of hemorrhagic stroke as a complication of previous anticoagulant therapy and an inferior vena cava filter put in place. Survival and complication. The survival rate was 83.5% at 14 patients had died within 30 days of the PE event. And then the conclusion. This study provides insight into the clinical and radiological profile of patients with PE in Saudi Arabia. It suggests that clinical and imaging profile in patients with peripheral PE are similar to those in patients with central PE. Patients with sickle cell disease and obesity constitute a significant proportion of all PE cases in this study. Future research should focus on the clinical value of peripheral PE in patients with sickle cell disease. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.